Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? My name is Ron Emerson. I am the host of the Wrestling Wire. Uh, Noted by his absence tonight, my co-host David Estacado, I believe, is stuck at work. We will find out in a bit. But at any rate, folks, I hope you're doing well. I know I am. Been kind of a long 2 days, but you know what? I'm ready to do this because we have got some serious content coming up. What is up, Tommy Scott? How you doing, man? I can always rely on you to be here. I am grateful for that. Um, Dude, we have got a full stacked card that we're about to go over. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty intense this coming weekend, man. And I hope anybody in the Charlotte metro area, if you're within striking distance, hell, it takes me 2 hours to get there. So I know if I'm going 2 hours to work, you could drive at least 2 hours to enjoy it. I think you would thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, you know what? I thought my co-host was at work. I may have been mistaken. Um, I believe he has shown up in the green room, so he will pop in just momentarily. Let's see here. Brian Scott, what is up, my man? Dude, I know you guys are hyped and ready for Friday. You and Tommy both. Um, nice. Firestar Pro Wrestling in Jamestown this weekend, as well as being at XWW in Charlotte. Well, see, tonight the show is all about XWW in Charlotte at Lenny Boy Brewing. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time starts at 7. And when I tell you guys that there is a lot on this, I can't wait to see how it all goes out because we've got, man, look, I've already got guests in the green room. I've got people chomping at the bit that are ready for this. They are ready to get in here and talk their game and tell everybody what's going on. So we're getting ready to get it started. Let's see here. Exactly. XWW is a free show. You're excited to hear that Lenny Boy Heath pop again. I don't blame you. So am I, because I love walking out there into that Lenny Boy audience. The reaction we get from them, Waxaw, like they're used to us, so they are very vocal with us. Some of the other bars that we go to, they're getting used to us, so their reactions are coming, and I can't wait to be a part of those as well. Um, XWW is just getting a reaction wherever it goes. That's what needs to be said about it. Everywhere XWW goes, they're getting a reaction. What's up, David?
What's up, bud?
Dude, I did not know you were going to make it.
Neither did I. Neither did I. But no, I'm excited. XWW. It's gonna be an awesome show.
Yep.
That tap house is amazing. Great venue. The fans are always hot at these shows, especially at that bar show. It is fantastic. Plus the snacks. They always have an awesome food truck every time they have a show.
The food truck is at Waxaw.
Waxaw. Sorry.
Lenny Boy has their own menu with food, and they've got good food too.
They have great food. They have great pretzels.
Yes.
There. And they're awesome.
That is
sometimes they have a food truck there sometimes.
Maybe they have. I haven't been there where that's
but no,
maybe I have, but I don't know. I can't, dude. I have a terrible memory, and right now, I have no way, shape, or form going to be able to remember anything. Lenny Boy is getting a lot of chatter. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Lenny Boy show is getting a lot of chatter. I'm
seeing
it coming from places I've never seen it for.
I'm not surprised, and not to mention that Quest is coming back. I mean, again. I mean, and every time he's been getting in that ring, he doesn't like he's been missing a beat at all.
No, he doesn't.
Single time.
That's correct. Does JP have an opponent for Tidal Wave yet? Well, so Ronald Johnson, let me tell you like this. We will be going over the card that we have so far, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. So you have somebody here saying JP won't be in town. I have no idea where JP is going to be. I'm not JP's keeper. Missy Childers chimed in. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello,
hey, how you doing, Missy?
Hello.
Oh, there's a great picture on my social media of Missy Childers jamming a bar of soap in my mouth. If know who that was in the bar or what she was doing. It was a bar of soap, and it was her jamming it in my mouth. It was hilarious. It was great. JP won't be there. He said he's on vacation. Well, vacation from what? Vacation from the financial job, vacation from the wrestling thing. I don't know. You guys, some people, man, they just don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know all these guys in their personal lives. At any rate, look, let's real quick go over what we got going on. We're going to start with this one here, an open challenge from the better man, Bash Caliban.
Caliban. All right.
So Bash Caliban made his debut within the last couple of months. He's been in the ring maybe 10 times. Honest to God, maybe 10 times. But dude, let me tell you one thing. When I watch this kid, it is so visceral. He is so just tenacious. It's insane to me where this guy's got that much tenacity and that much just I want to hurt you coming out of him. It's like it oozes from him. So whether you like him or you hate him, you're going to watch him. He might even make you uncomfortable to watch, but that's the fun part of it. That's the part of it. You don't know whether to laugh or cry. You don't know whether to smile or frown, but you're going to watch it because you want to see what he's going to do next. Oh, I know you haven't seen
DJ Springs. All right, cool. All right, cool.
Much it. Let's see.
Should be the open challenge. Ha! I like this guy. That's funny. I like that.
There at September 20th show. That is DJ Springs is the open. Okay, all right, that's cool. David should be the answer to the open challenge. Ooh. And Bash Caliban sat ringside as timekeeper for many, many shows, just absorbing all styles. That's why he's so good out the gate.
It's always good to be able to scout. Some of the best seats in the house is a guy talking about the action that's happening inside.
I appreciate that. But, there's a lot of people there where Bash Caliban took his time with training as well. He went through training for a good long while to make sure that he was really, really ring ready. So I'm always enjoying watching the next tier, the next level, the next generation come up and in and go. And watching Caliban, even though he gets in my face over the microphone or he yells at me and everything, even though he does all these things that are mean to me personally, I still have to respect the hustle. So that's what it is. Let's see. Robin Braswell. Hey, what's happening, Robin? XWW does a lot of good talent. Yep. Yes,
yeah, they do. They have a bunch of amazing talent, though.
Lorenzo is the mystery opponent. Llama Mania.
Llama Mania.
All right. So let's continue the quick preview because we got a guest in the green room. Let's see here. AJ Myers and Luke Fury. Brass knuckles on a pole match.
Brass knuckles on a pole match. Dang.
All right,
that's interesting. That's interesting.
I swear to God, Vince Russo is not connected to XWW in any way, shape, or form. Because I guarantee you a lot of people wouldn't be there anymore if he was, because they couldn't stand him. A ladder match for the Hardcore Championship. Little Panda defending against Thomas Xtreme. These two have been going back and forth. I've seen them jump off the top of ladders. I have seen them jump off the top of buildings. I have seen them put each other shopping carts and crash that bitch. I mean, I have seen a lot of things. I've seen little kids getting hit at shows. I've seen guardrails broken. I have seen cookware used and destroyed and abused. These guys just keep going, and I am hoping I'm hoping that this feud will get settled one day, but for right now, I'm very entertained by it, so I don't want it to end anytime soon. I love watching these two guys go at it. This match is really, really interesting to me.
Wow. Okay.
This is really
This
interesting to me. The
wow.
Johnsons, Mila and James, formerly known as Daddy Daughter Dance, going up against Heath Slater and Emily J. Dude, this has all kinds of everything written on it to me. I could never attempt to say which way this is going to go. Both teams are fantastic.
Yeah.
So
This is just
just
to be an
do you know who's going to
amazing
win
match.
this? I do know who's going to win this.
And let me guess. the
The
fans.
The fans are going to win
Not
this.
surprised. Not surprised.
This one here recently was announced as well. Jordan Holt and Rhett Titus coming at you from Ring of Honor. He's been on NWA. He's been everywhere, man. Rhett Titus and Jordan Holt. I can't wait to see how they throw this out because
I know this guy. I know that guy. I have both these guys. This is going to be a great matchup. This is going to be cool.
You've got one of the most, in my opinion, crisp technical wrestlers of this generation in Rhett Titus going up against a bona fide Southeast and growing beyond star in this area in Jordan Holt. This has money written all over it. I love this matchup. I think this is going to be fantastic. A triple threat tag team matchup for the XWW tag titles. You have the Zenith coming in, and you have Ian Maxwell and Yaya. Both of those teams are challenging Whiskey Business. Dude, I can't even begin. I have one problem here. I am unfortunately not very well versed in Yaya. I've heard of Yaya, but I am not super versed in Yaya. So I know what Ian Maxwell brings to the table. And I know that there's a lot going on with him right now. I know what the Zenith bring to the table. I've been around them for quite some time, but I've also been around Whiskey Business for years.
Yeah, I know all these teams here. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, especially with Whiskey Business being the brawling type, the Zenith, their tag team, their mindset here, their double plays that they like to do. The wild card here is the team of Ian Maxwell and Yaya. Mm-hmm. And I think that gives them a big advantage. But we'll talk about our predictions later on.
Oh, definitely. And your main event of the evening for the XWW Heavyweight Championship, Psycho Boy Fodder puts his title on the line against Quest and Cam Jackson. Now, Quest was not in this matchup 2 weeks ago, even. Wait a minute. What day is this?
Tuesday.
Yeah, but all right, maybe it's 3 weeks. Maybe it's 3 weeks now. Might have been 3 weeks. I was there when, or it ain't been a month. I was there. No, it had to be last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend, last Saturday. We were at Stallings, North Carolina. I think we were at Moochie's. We were at Moochie's Bar and Grill or Moochie's Tavern or whatever the hell it is. It's Moochie's, but we were there. And, Cam and Quest were going up against Whiskey Business for the tag titles. Well, Money Mac comes out, Mr. Manny Mac himself, and says, oh, by the way, just because I think it'll be fun, Quest, you're now added to Cam Jackson and Fodder. It's going to be a triple threat for the heavyweight title. So threw all kinds of bones in there and wrenches in the system for those two.
And it's very interesting because if you think about it, I mean, Cam is now in there with a crazy competitor and his mentor, the person who's kind of been bringing him under his wing. It's a student versus teacher versus monster.
Student versus teacher versus psycho. Got
Yeah,
it.
Psycho. See what you did there.
Yes, I'm aware. But dude, once we get through our talking segment, we will get into the predictions. There was a lot of comments jumped in, so we're gonna catch those, and then we're gonna bring on our first guest. Let's see here. Morgan Dash would be a good one for Caliban. Caliban, yes,
Okay.
Morgan Dash would be a good one. Got to see him for the first time. I enjoyed watching it. AJ Myers is winning it and is going to strike Luke Fury with those knuckles. Wow, bold prediction. A stupid panda is going to lose to Xtreme. Another one. I saw Thomas jump off a dang light pole. Yes, that happened. Yes, it was a street light. The ladder was leaned up against the street light. Thomas climbed on top of the street light and jumped off of it onto Panda. It was ridiculous. You believe Mila and James are going to get the upset? Okay.
I agree
Rhett,
with that too.
Jordan Holt gets the upset on Rhett. Measuring stick. Anyone walking the door, put it up against Holt. He beat Richard Holiday. He'll beat Titus. Kid needs a title shot. Wow. And new tag champions, the Zenith prediction. Good grief. Our predictions are at the end, Tommy. You're killing
Yeah,
me.
you're jumping ahead here, bud. You're jumping ahead, bud.
This is called jumping the shark. This is
Yeah.
called jumping the shark. Holt was awesome last week, and Ian is going to join. Oh, you got a prediction for Ian joining Money Enterprises? Okay. Saw Yaya PWX 4 years ago. He was the developmental system champion. Okay.
I agree. Yes. That's a great comparison. Yeah.
It's
He's
like
a big dude that can move. Yeah.
young Bam Bam Bigelow, if you will. Okay, I like that. Let's see. Tommy Scott predicting Quest to win the XWW Heavyweight Championship. Wow. It was Moochie's Tavern when Quest turned on Cam. Did Quest turn on Cam? Or did Cam try to jump in when Quest already had the match won? And then Quest get pissed and say "fuck you" and walk away. I mean, there was, I'm just going by what I saw. But you know what? Speaking of Quest, how about this? How about we bring in the Capone Cup Memorial Tournament winner himself, and that is the former XWW commissioner, Mr. OMG, the Reaper of the Ring, Quest. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
How you
Welcome,
doing?
Quest. How you doing? You don't look too happy. You good? Everything all right,
Yeah, I
Quest?
mean, just got a lot on my mind right now. You know,
Oh.
I'm focused for this weekend.
Understandably so. Understandably so.
And you know, let me just intervene real quick though. When you was talking about the conflict between me and Cam, and that it's not a mentorship or whatever. I have nothing to do with mentoring Cam. Cam is a phenomenal athlete on his own, and to be honest with you, he actually mentored me a little bit on my comeback tour. He was very instrumental in doing that. So taking nothing away from Cam, he stands well on his own. It's just unfortunate that we're at this situation that we're at now. Okay.
Okay.
The thing about it, me and Cam, I love that. I love that man to death. And Manny Mac has tried to drive a wedge between, that bond that we have or whatnot. And to be quite frankly and honest with you, he might have done a good job driving that wedge. Not with me, I still have love for Cam. But he is now in the way of something that has now, it means it is really important to me. And just to let you know, I'm gonna give you a little history on XWW. I am an original. Okay, I was there from the ground, from the very beginning. All right, there's only two of us left. That's me and Manny Mac. With that, we're over 24 years into this. All right, we've had champions come and go, but then we've had champions that have not been fulfilling the needs of our fans. They have not been doing what they're supposed to be doing for XWW. They're out gallivanting. They're doing whatever. And I knock nobody for making their money. However, XWW is my home. And now I have a chance to bring the title home. I plan on doing that. I plan on bringing that title home where it belongs, with somebody who loves XWW, with somebody who is here for XWW, and somebody that's here for the fans of XWW.
Okay, I respect it. I respect that. That's you could feel the compassion, hear it in your voice that this means more than just a title. It's about bringing back honor and respect and prestige and bringing that back to where it belongs, rightfully in the house of XWW.
And actually, I'm gonna give that belt once it comes home to me. And but by no means am I discounting any of them. Psycho Boy Father, he's a hell of an athlete, but he's an absentee champion. When was the last time we seen him? What, he's been here three times this year. But that's that. What kind of champion is that for the people? And the thing is, my hurdle is Cam Jackson, because Cam Jackson has been waiting for this opportunity for over a year. The powers that be have had him, they have kept him away from fodder for so long. So I know he's hungry for this. But as of lately, Cam has been little, if I can say, he's not been focused, which is between me and him, our minor dispute, which is, like I say, is nothing major, guys. But he's not focused right now. And right now, I'm focused. So we have less than 5 days to prepare for this. So I hope he's preparing himself right. And Father, I hope he's not taking it light that he's just going to come in and breeze off and be gone for another 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So what XWW needs is a champion that's actually going to represent the title, actually put some effort, as you're stating, into bringing attention to the title, not just the title, but to XWW. I mean, you have a responsibility in a way when you hold that prestige, that championship to defend it. It's not just holding on to it, but showing pride into it and showing pride in your home. I get that. I respect that very much.
So I'm gonna tell you, when I was commissioner for 2.5 years, I was putting these matches together so that we bring the fans what they want. Good matches, which has been solid matches. And I've put people in opportunities to hold that title, and none of them has lived up to it. And we have no champion that, to me, respect our championship title belt. And to me, that has been a problem. So now that I am no longer commissioner, I'm actually in the folds. I'm in the locker room. And then out of all things, I think Manny Mac thought that this was going to be some ha-ha moment in it that he had to one up on it. But what he's done is, like, he's giving me an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He lit a
wow, you know what
fire.
I'm saying?
Is what I'm hearing. He lit a fire is what he did. He's
Oh.
pretty much he lit the spark, and I think he in his own hubris kind of just unleashed the monster here.
Oh,
Sounds
my
like
gosh. He has no idea what he's done. But again, I'm looking for one hell of a match. I'm going in focused. But then again, like I say, there's Cam Jackson. There is Psycho Boy Father. Neither one of these opponents is like, they're not going to give me the title. I'm going to have to go in and actually take it from them, because both of those men are hungry. They are extremely hungry. So I mean, it's not an easy task. But one thing is that, like, I'm focused because this opportunity, like, I mean, I think Manny messed up. I don't think he meant to do this. I don't know what he was thinking.
Right. Well, here's the thing. What he was thinking from take it from my perspective, right? I'm out there to do my job. Well, what he was trying to do is foil you from your tag title opportunity. He was trying to cause a rift in that team because of the world's heavyweight title, to make it so you guys weren't on the same page for the tag title matchup. And if I may say so, for all intents and purposes. Manny Mac's a dick, but it worked.
True.
It worked. It caused a rift, and it caused what happened at the end of the matchup. And one of you left, and the other one was left laying on the mat.
You're not wrong about that, but I mean, I come from a place where I was brought up. Respect means everything. And somewhere along the line during that match, I refuse to be disrespected by Cam Jackson or anybody else. And
Right.
Cam's level of disrespect, I figured, okay, well, sometimes these little young guys, they got to get thumped in the ass real quick to learn their lesson. So, he wanted the matchup. I gave it to him. He wanted whiskey business. So, he got what was coming to him, but make no mistake about it. I love Cam. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's not focused right now. He's not focused.
Okay.
Do you feel like this challenge might help him focus, or
I hope it does. I hope it does by every means, because if not, this is his opportunity. He's been waiting for over a year to get this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know how bad he wants it. I put him in that position to challenge for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, the powers that be they override a little some of my authority that I had back then. But Cam's hungry. He is more than capable. Like he is one hell of an athlete. I cannot stop saying it enough. But he's about to meet a very hungry individual that was here from the beginning, that holds this company dear. So I just hope he's focused enough for that. And I hope the drive, I hope the drive brings, because I want his best. I want his best. And best believe fodder, Cycle Boy, whatever. He calls himself the Cycle Boy, but I mean, I'm not all there myself, and it's gonna. I have not got any sleep because I am waiting. I am so ready for Friday. I'm so ready for Friday.
Man, well, here's another thought that I want to put in there when it comes to this matchup. Cam Jackson is as hungry as he's ever been, and I've only been knowing Cam about 5 years, coming up on 6. And ever since I've known him, I have watched that character of Cam Jackson Entertainment evolve. I have seen him go way more intense. He's way more intense now than he's ever been, in my opinion. He is far and away from the guy that he was. He is a very capable competitor. I believe that Cam feels he's been overlooked, period, in this industry, in this region. Not, and I'm not talking about XWW and the brass. I'm not talking about you or in the powers. I'm talking about everywhere. I have heard this same statement out of a very close competitor to Cam, who used to run with Cam years and years ago. And there was a third one of them. And I've heard the same statement out of him as well. Overlooked, tired of being overlooked. So they all started going out and making a name for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Quest, I have seen you do some shit that I never would have imagined watching somebody in the, I'm not going to say in the twilight of your career, because I don't believe that's where we are. But somebody who's had to make that battle back like you have, you don't get to see it often. You do not get to see. There normally ain't that second wind after that one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The amount of heart that you have, the amount of piss that Cam has, and the amount of give me all the gold I can find that Fodder has. Those three emotions are going to be in that ring, and it is going to feel it's going to feel like something special going on. We got a Bray Wyatt glitch going on that screen, I guess. That's what it looked like to me. It's going to be something serious, man. It really is going to be something serious.
I mean, everything you said is not wrong at all. And pretty much, I am pretty much on the twilight, you know. But the thing about that is, Cam has been overlooked. In my opinion, my very humblest opinion, he is one of the best talents in this area and can go in any other area and become that great talent. He is that good. Cam is that guy, you know. But I mean, like you say, it takes. There's a drive in me that just to let people know, you know, I'm a 2%er, you know, meaning, and a lot of people don't know what that is. Like, I had an aorta dissection, and basically only 2% of people survive that, you know. And from that was in 2014. So now here we are 10 years later, and I'm in the position to, like, when I was doing my rehab, when I was coming back, the only thing I had was XWW. All I had was XWW, and Cam was there. He was there, instrumental to drive me to get back. But now we're here, you know. We're at a point he's been overlooked. He has something to prove, not to the people that overlooked him, but to himself, I know. Because he knows himself that he is that good. But I have something to prove too, that I still got it. And this is something like I fight for the house that I built. Everything about XWW I love. And it's what's kept me going. So I have that. Cam has his motivation. And the thing about Fodder is I really don't think Fodder has any clue at the emotional whirlwind that he's about to walk into. You know, and I just hope that he brings his A game that won him that belt. Because if he comes in there half stepping, if he comes in there second guessing, if he comes in there downplaying Cam, if he comes in downplaying me, he's going to walk out empty handed.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
Going to catch up on some comments here. Cam left the match on Quest. Let's see here. Cam kept telling me he tagged first in that 6-man, and I agreed with him from Tommy Scott. Quest, don't be down. You got a world title shot. Eyes on the prize. Ronald Johnson stated, Quest absolutely rocks the house every single night. When Quest comes out there, man, those fans react. Quest's going to bring the world title back to the old folks' home. Tommy, that is uncalled for.
Tommy's a troll.
Tommy's a troll. Ronald Johnson said, watch out for that fodder stick. Quest would be a really good champion. And what did Manny Mac ever do to me? Besides the fact that every time I'm on air, he pops in the show to tell me my show sucks.
Yeah, true. This happens.
And then every time I'm in the ring and he interrupts me, he's always bitching at me over something that I have absolutely nothing to do with. I read from the cards. The cards are handed to me. I literally show up and read a card. I don't do anything else. Ask Quest. Quest will tell you. He's been around me at enough shows. I don't do a fucking thing else except for read my cards, smoke my cigars. That's it.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Listen, it's trying to figure out what has Manny done to you? What has Manny done to the world? Manny was born. That was it. He was born.
Oh my God.
He was born, and he just thinks he's the entitled, what like his money. I tell you what, though, he does have a nice taste in cars because those, I had a good time in those cars.
Right. Well, I was able to get that picture, but that was because I had to bribe both of you with a good cigar. And I was like, listen, all I want is we're just going to flip everybody off, but here's a cigar, just quick picture. And
I was
that's
flipping Manny
how
off.
you were flipping Manny off. I think Manny was flipping both of us off. And then I was flipping off the camera, which was held by a kid. So it was just like I was flipping off a kid. So there's that. That sounds like par for the course for me. But either way, that right there was just a moment, for a good cigar. That's all that was.
Right.
Manny,
that was a great night.
That
was a great night. And if I could elaborate a little bit, like this, I was wondering what the Capone Memorial Tournament was about. Because all I know is I just wanted to get in there and punch somebody in the face. But after winning it, I went, and had to find out the backstory to like, well, what is this Capone Cup? And come to find out, this man was beloved by many. A lot of the guys that brought us there to the show, he was a mentor to him, and he passed away a few months ago. But he was so inspirational to people's lives. And then just being in there and being and winning this thing, talking to the fans out there, it made me realize how inspirational that we are as entertainment, as talent, that other people, like, they really, like, wrestling fans are phenomenal, and sometimes I take that for granted. We get in there, I perform. Yeah, I want to put on a good show. I want people to enjoy it, but you don't really understand how much people really do enjoy it, how much it means in their life, that they come to this, and I was speaking to one of the fans out there, and he was told he's only has a few months to live,
Right.
But he makes sure he comes to every one of our shows because, and he has an ex-girlfriend, that still cares for him, and she's telling me that, like, this is what he wants to do. And nobody else is in his life, so I'm gonna bring him to do it. And the fact that they want to come to an XWW show, and he comes to every show, knowing that this could be over for him tomorrow,
right?
That makes me feel it's beyond words how I feel about something like that. That you're a part of somebody else's life, because sometimes you wake up in the morning, you're upset about some of the things that you got going on, and you realize that some people has it 3 times worse than you.
Man, I stood over with them for like 10 minutes before all that, before you went over there. I was over there and I was like, this is insane. But it's really cool. And that moment was talked about throughout. That moment was talked about on social media a good bit. And I think they said they're going to be there this Friday night, so that'll be awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. Come out to Carolina Beer Temple and almost lost his character when the youngest threw up his fist. I'm not sure. Oh, the baby. When the baby threw up a fist at you, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah. They were celebrating. That's my thing.
Jamie Boland chiming in. What's happening, Jamie? Manny Mac thinks putting Quest in this match was a joke, but come Friday night, Quest will be laughing as world champion. Interesting take. It sounds like a t-shirt. Read my cards, smoke a cigar. Hey, you know what, Tom? That may very well be my next idea for a t-shirt. Unless somebody else writes it down and they get the copyright on it. XWW shows are worth living for, and these wrestlers don't know how much of an impact they are making on the fans' lives. Dude, that's
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We were just talking about Manny Mac, and we were mentioning how Manny likes to come in here and tell me how bad the show sucks, or he likes to get in the ring and bitch at me, while I'm trying to work. And God knows what he's doing because he says he's running the company, but all I ever see him running is his fucking mouth or running to go get in his car to drive away to get away from you. That's about it. But speaking of, would you believe that Money Mac is here? What are you doing here?
Damn. Your ratings just went to the shitter.
When you're too busy spending money, you don't got time for bullshit.
Oh, is that the case? Well, you should know because you spend the money on this. You pay for this.
I'm glad you got a little bit of I don't know what this is to my left over here, right?
Investment.
How you're looking.
I say investment.
That's a nice trophy in the back.
Yes, it is.
You got lucky. For sure, you got lucky.
Hey, luck is the product of preparation.
Well, Make-A-Wish definitely got their money's worth. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
I know I'm late, guys. Sadly, when you got a 2-year-old, he chooses your schedule. You don't get to choose his.
That one I understand. The Capone Cup, for all intents and purposes, was a fantastic success. From my vantage point, seeing the family's reaction to everything, and how much they enjoyed it, that I thought that was excellent.
Yeah, I think that's the first time this year actually we were able to get involved with a charity, and for such a big show, and honestly the wave that it's been on, we didn't really know to expect what the turnout was going to be, especially even to have a show 24 hours before that. So to see they came out, and I believe the count was over 150, 200 people out there, and that the donations were strong, and the venue was happy, Make-A-Wish was happy, and the Capone family was happy, and they've already talked about how they want to do it next year again, Capone Memorial Tournament 2, which is awesome to hear. And our sponsor that night bought 12 shows coming up next year in the city of Matthews, so that's a huge accomplishment for XWW to already have a strong 2025 coming up.
A foothold in that
Nice.
that area, yeah. From what I remember, the count was over 150 before you got to the picnic tables that were to the right.
What?
It was over 150 and there's no room on the left. For anybody that does not understand where we are, there is no room on the left because you are literally 17 feet away from the train track that Bash Caliban smacked the fucking moving train on. He literally went and hit a moving train. Am I lying? I'm not lying, because Quest was there, and we were like, "What the hell happened?" You had no room here. You had a little bit of room on this end, and then you were right into vendors and other people. Everybody was over here on the right, and by the time you got to dead nuts right, was where the picnic table started. We were at 150 before you got there. So it was definitely a lopsided audience, but it was loud. They were fun.
I think the most amazing thing is just that we think we're just doing a show to show, but like these fans really know like everyone in XWW, and that they know you, Ron, as the ring announcer, and like it's already caught on that like they almost expect you now to be at every show, and they know every character from Quest to Money Enterprises, to Bash now, and Little Panda, Tom's Xtreme, like the list goes on and on. That it's so cool to see that what we're doing, people are starting to follow along, and they know who to cheer and they know who to boo. And I think that's the most incredible part of it, because you do so many shows and you kind of hope that it resonates with people. And I think this year we've really started to see that, compared to how the draw and everything was last year. And I think going into Tidal Wave is just crazy momentum. And then not only that, but this is the first time we've ever done 5 almost had 6 shows in the month of August, but one got rained out. But 5 shows in a month's time. I mean, there's not many indie feds in the Carolinas doing that. Most run 12 a year. So for us to do 5 in 1 month is just an incredible incredible achievement, and I'm super excited to see how Friday is going to turn out. And I honestly think it's probably one of the best cards we've had all year long.
We
I
we
mean, you
went
guys,
over
I think that
card.
just shows the consistency of the quality of product that you guys are always putting out. That's the main thing. It's the consistency. It's the fact that the fans can recognize that, and you're not hand feeding it to them, and it's not like spoon fed. It's
Right.
they pick it up, they know what's going on, it's out there, and not to mention, like you said, it's the amount of content you guys are always putting out great content every single time. And that gives you an environment to let the workers, the guys that are working for you, be able to do what they go out there, be creative, put on the matches they can. So you pretty much made an environment so they feel comfortable enough to put on these great matches. The fans see that and they keep coming back for more. It's there, perfect recipe for
Absolutely.
beautiful, awesome wrestling.
Another thing I'm going to give Manny credit for this is social media
Uh-oh.
Whoa,
presence.
hold on. Wait,
Uh-oh.
say that
Oh,
first part.
wow.
Say that first part again. Say that
Well,
first
yeah,
part again.
record that.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm
Quest, did you hear that?
I'm
Quest, you heard that, right?
I
I'm
think
going
something was
to
going on with. Is that something?
Are you
Yeah,
still on a
I missed.
56K modem, Quest? You still on a 56K modem?
28.8
don't even know what that is.
28.8.
I had to get a phone line. I don't know. What.
There it is. I'm going to give Manny Mac credit for something that if you pay attention to as many different professional wrestling companies and federations as I do, or even as David does,
It's a lot.
there is nobody, period, in our region, period, who has the social media presence of XWW. There is more content on social media, more interactive posts, pictures, photographs, videos of the fucking match card is animated. What? The match card's animated. There is so much. It's like, oh, that's a great idea. Turn it up. That's a great
Right.
idea. Turn it up. That's a great idea. Turn it up. It's like everything you thought you saw was cool. Nah, fuck it. We're going to keep doing it and we're going to do it more. They're not just doing it for like one main event, they're doing it for everything.
Yeah, I think it's amazing now to see just how big TikTok's gotten with us too, man. I mean, Bryant and that crew that they've added
Yep.
that side of it is just amazing. And then what blows my mind is I'm not even home yet, and the damn clips are up from the show. I'm like, what is going on? Like, they're just on fire with it.
I think that the most basic terms that Ron can put it in is pretty much like you can see that you're putting an effort to put out quality product and that you actually care about the product. Even though, from what I hear, the money seems to be exchanging hands and you shoot yourself in the foot with some of those decisions. Quest. But, it helps out the fans get involved.
Well, that's the other thing. You also have like you've got a local author in Jamie Weatherly putting out posts about how much of a great time he's having, and he's selling his book at the I don't have my copy is in my gear bag. It's in my gym bag because I took it with me last night when I left my house. And anyway, I was reading it earlier. He's selling his book right there, but he's putting over this product. You've got a click away photography, advertising their photography stuff, helping out with charity for Sephiroth, gear makers. Kelsey, she makes gear, helping out with charity for Sephiroth. But everybody is all entwined in XWW, and it's like XWW is touching all of them. All of them are touching XWW, and it just grows exponentially outward. It
I think
is like the
this
never
year
ending spider web.
this year has definitely shown that like inner circle unity more than ever. And I think that's kind of what it's the hard part of a promotion to find that of a solid group of guys that kind of come together, and women as well, and make it work and make it very much like of a family vibe backstage. And everybody does their part to make the shows what they are. And I think that's the hardest part to get. You know, we're a moving train, but it really does take all of the pieces of everybody to make it work. And, that's what's incredible with XWW. And I think that's what XWW has always been, even from our old days, that the small crew that really make it happen, they're so into it and so loyal to it that, it's like it's even bigger than me now. And that's what's so incredible about it. And I'm so stoked to see how Friday is going to turn out.
I'm genuinely excited for Friday. I believe that if more companies put the emphasis on social media, including TikTok, you mentioned TikTok, I find myself for the first time in a year actually going into TikTok and I'm looking for XWW videos, or I'm looking for talent I know, or whatever. I'm looking for people I know, and if I like what I see, I hit the repost, and all of a sudden, activities are popping up on my TikTok. I'm reposting shit that I like. I do the same thing on Facebook. For anybody who doesn't understand what Facebook does, it works off an algorithm. I just roll through it, and if I like it, I hit the like button. If I know you and I think, okay, that's a good person, click like. It's really not that complicated. People make it stupid, or they make it like, oh well, I don't like you because you've smoked the devil's lettuce once. Okay, that's a weird gripe to have, but sure, cool. Why are you on my page then?
Right.
There's a lot of that.
I think social media is so important that people forget about it, especially running promotions. I mean, I put up our commercial for the show this morning, and it already has 2,000 views on it. I mean, it's just crazy the traction our stuff is getting right now. And like, I really do think like we have a lot of eyes and people are curious because of how much buzz and talk around the Charlotte area, Monroe, Waxhaw, all that is with XWW right now, that people are just like, man, what is going on? Like, I keep hearing about this. Let me check it out. And I mean, it is resonating. I mean, it's insane just how overall all the clicks are up. Our Roku network, we're getting 5-6 subscribers a week now. I mean,
You're
it
welcome.
is insane how much traction everything is getting. And I think that's the best part about what I try to provide is that massive exposure for our wrestlers and our roster, because that's what it's about. We do have guys that do want to make it to the next level, to WWE, to AEW. And, if we can be that platform for some of these guys, all that's going to do is just give us that much more exposure in the end,
And credibility. Exposure
Absolutely.
and credibility.
Absolutely.
You mentioned the Roku network. You're talking about gaining 5 and 6 new subscribers a week.
Yeah,
that's huge.
It's insane. Yeah, like I mean, if for a while there was like 1 or 2 a week, but I think obviously the more we put content up, the more that those numbers go up. And I think just within the last couple months, because of how much we've been running, that people have been kind of very curious about the past shows that they've missed. And some of our past shows, like the last 2 years, have been really incredible. I mean, even back when COVID hit and we were running our studio tapings, I mean, we had some solid shows back then. And then even through the Fight TV era, when we were running heavy with Fight TV, like, I mean, we had some solid internet pay-per-views live too at that time. So I think a lot of people are going back and seeing kind of some of the stuff that they missed with
the
XWW.
catalog, which makes sense, because I'm like, if you bring them in with the new stuff, then they're gonna want, like, I wonder what happened before. I want to see more of this stuff. They're gonna go back and check the catalog every single time.
Right.
Yeah, you can actually see some of Quest in his prime before he, got to the retirement community that he's in now.
There it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of Quest, it's about 9:00. Did you take your pills for the night? I know you got that. What is it? That little plastic thing with the different dates on it, where you got to pop the pill for each day.
Yeah.
Quest.
I want to respect Ron's audience and everything else, so I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm gonna let you have that one. But I'm just curious to know, what pills were you popping when you put me in this match coming up Friday?
I just figured, what better way for the two people I hate most in the company than to go at it in this matchup. Fodder, he does his own thing, much respect to him, but I cannot despise anyone more than you and Cam Jackson. So if I can get you two to literally kill each other, that's 2 less people that Money Enterprises and XOW are going to ever have to deal with.
It's very tacticulating of you.
You have no clue. We kill each other anyway. That's our joy. We love that.
You're
That
best
that's
friends, though. You're best friends. So to see you guys finally face off and to let that piece of gold be what's in the middle between y'all, I cannot wait. And you know what? That's where the true test is going to come between y'all's friendship. We'll see what really is going to happen on Friday night.
Man,
I think you'll be surprised. You'll
I'm
be
in for.
surprised.
I hope it's a shock value. I hope the fans get what they want. And you know what, Quest? You know what? I hope you actually survive because this could very well be your last match ever in professional wrestling.
What? What?
wow. Damn.
Ooh.
Definitely.
Is that a threat? Do you
No,
know
it's
something
just
we don't know, man?
no. He's
I don't
saying
know
he might
nothing.
not
You know,
survive
like I
Psycho
said,
Boy Fodder.
Joe Moss still has a stake in the company. You know, there is a contractual agreement between us. He still has shares within the company. I do have majority shares, but Joe Moss still does have a good portion of the company, and he does get to make financial decisions. He does get to make board decisions. There's a couple other people involved in that aspect, so it does go beyond me a little bit. It is not all Manny Mac. So Friday, there is going to be some surprises that I don't think anybody's ready for, honestly.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, Friday is definitely shaping up to be different. Manny, Tommy wants to know if you want him to tell Cam one more time for his entrance.
I swear to God, Tommy, if you were at this show on Friday and Cam Jackson comes out more than once, I'm literally pulling you from the guardrail. It's completely over with. You disrespected me and Prince and Bash when we wrestled Heath in that 6-man against Quest and Cam. And I swear to God, Tommy, if you rile up these fans on Friday, this might be the last XWW show you attend.
Wow.
Wow. Would you
Gonna
ban
ban a
Tommy?
fan. Gonna
I will
ban a
ban his
fan.
entire family. And you know what? How can you ban someone when it's free admission? He's going to find his way to sneak in anyway.
This is accurate. Great job from the Memorial Cup. So every time someone gets hit with a weapon, Manny pays the charity. Dude, that's a good charity shot.
You know what? I'll go broke doing that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, especially at XWW. You try to get a run. Why? Please don't. One fall is more than enough for me. One fall is.
And what's funny about that is we never had real wrestling fans that understand the one fall chant. So to see how far Ron has gotten that developed at our shows is so amazing. Because honestly, I'd say majority of our shows in the past, we didn't have a lot of wrestling fans. It was just fans looking for a good time for entertainment. And now they really are catching on to those little aspects of wrestling, counting the 2 counts, Ron hitting the 1 count, the 1 fall, all that stuff has gotten so big with the fans that I almost think they expect Ron to do that every time now.
Yeah. That's why it irritates me so much. It makes my ass itch when you interrupt me. I can't stand it.
I mean, but that just goes to show, like what we were discussing.
He just called you a
earlier.
dingleberry.
That's what we was talking about a little earlier, though. We really don't understand the impact that we're having on these fans. That some of them, they live for that. They want to get in. They want to be in there just to say that one fall. That made their day. That made their day.
Yep. Yeah.
Friday night when we were at Waxhaw, when I came through the curtain, on that right side, right there next to Loki and all them, there was a young girl who had her phone facing me on FaceTime, and it was the little girl who no longer lives down there in Waxhaw. So once I realized who it was, I went back and waved and went 1 fall right to her, because that's what she says every time she sees me. She's like 3. She's a little itty bitty thing, and every time she sees me, she goes 1 fall, and I'm like, this is the coolest shit ever. It was wild to think that little girl recognizes me just as 1 fall. And she was going, she's got to be older than 3. She was going to school and sang it in school. So they were like, the teachers were asking, what the hell is 1 fall? And they had to pull up a picture of me and then show a video like, this is what 1 fall is. I'm
you might have just came up with your next t-shirt design.
That's awesome. That is
my
awesome.
God. It's nuts. Max Carnage has chimed in. What is up, Max? Reno Royce chimed in, Uncle Quest and Manny Mac.
Theo's here too.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, didn't he? You and him had kind of a weird beef last time you were on air together. It was odd. He didn't care for you. I don't know. I think you need to reach out to him and offer him like some cigars or something, or maybe some really good liquor. Because I know you can get that good tequila and shit. So you might want to call him.
Oh gosh, yeah, I remember Russell K. Don't let that man start making some drinks. You can end up on the floor.
Good tequila, that'll cure everything.
Oh gosh.
That
one
was
thing I will
rough.
say about one thing I will say about Friday though, it's like it's gotten so big that like even just how the year's gone, like we're one of the only few promotions that have, other than WWE, obviously the awards at the end of the year, and the X Awards have become such a big thing in XWW now that like, I mean, Friday it's like balls to the wall. I feel like that people are really going to be like going hard for those last few categories because we only have a handful of shows as we get into the winter. It starts to slow down a little bit. So, like, honestly, and it's crazy to think about some of the categories already because of how much, has gone on this year and how many awesome clips and things that have gone on that these categories. We even brought back Fan of the Year this year just because of how loyal some of our fans have been that, like, it would be disrespectful to not have that category.
Right.
Right.
100%. XWW is one of the best promotions in the Carolinas, all thanks to Manny's delivering a great card every single time. So great to see from when I first started watching in June 2022.
Look at that. See, finally some respect.
Instagram too. XWW puts, yes, IG Nate is all over the place. Big money designs. Need those studio shows back. Those are so good.
Yeah, those will be back in September. Excited for that.
Casino nights and the old pay-per-views haven't aged at all. Brian Scott said, what did I do? That was when you were saying you're going to ban his whole family. Now, if we can get them to clap properly, oh my God. Yes.
Kelsey, everybody doesn't have rhythm now.
No, I was about to say it's the rhythm. Some people are born with the quest.
I'm definitely.
El ritmo que no tienen.
I am definitely rhythm challenged. I have swagger, but I don't have rhythm. There's a huge fucking difference.
Yes.
Let's see here. Sign in any waiver liability if Tommy tries to cause
problems.
He is trying to protect himself in this scenario. Every time we get the car to go anywhere, the kids always ask if we're going to wrestling. That's awesome. What's up, Cliff? How you doing? Clifford Stanley, one of our refs. He's ready for Tidal Wave. And we need a live X Awards, Manny, at Lenny Boy. Oh, dude, it would be intense if we did this at a bar with the fans.
It'd be so chaotic to do it live. Like it's already so chaotic that night, and that's like a private night that that's when we kind of unwind a little bit too. So I don't know if everybody can see that side of everybody.
No, that would have to be a guaranteed 18-up show. There's no way. Because I was like, holy shit, when I heard some of the stuff going on. Oh my God. But it was great.
Listen, what happens at X Awards
stays at X Awards.
I mean,
there's some pictures. There's some pictures that come out, but that's about it.
I think about 14 bottles of wine just alone got drank last X Awards.
I know we dented the fuck out of my humidor.
It got pretty wild. I will say that.
We dented that. We dented that good though. That was real good. Make it a 21 and up show, and I can leave Tommy at home.
Yes. I know that's right.
X Awards needs to be left to the crew, dude. I agree with that, but I do like the idea of broadcasting it live so the world could see it.
I think that'd be cool.
That might
a couple of hosts. I've only had a couple of hosts.
The last 2 years are available to watch. We always tape them, so we edit them and stuff, and that's a big thing too because we edit all the category videos and everything in them. So that final edit, it really does make a big difference for the fans to kind of get a feel of all of the awards and everything that goes into it. Because I mean, when it's live, I think we tried to do it the first year, and it was so chaotic because the people that were doing the production didn't necessarily get to enjoy it because they were get caught up in the production itself. And
right.
That's that's not something we want. Because in a way for us too, it's like our Christmas party also.
It was definitely a party, man. I I remember being there, and I remember smoking cigars and hanging out.
Damn, you remember something?
Yeah, right. I have a horrible memory. We know this. That's why all of my cards are written down every fucking week. I have to write new cards. That's because I give them to the fans.
Yeah.
And
They love that too.
Yeah, 100%. They love that. I find it cool, man, because I remember being a kid watching different stuff, and you can't always afford to go to the merch table. So at least this way, some little kid gets something for free. It's one of those things, and it's normally first come first serve, or I'll hit a couple on this side of the ring, couple on that side of the ring, and last over here and walk away. We need a Christmas street fight again this year, Winter Bash, that's for sure. Excited for this show. See how Lenny Boy started on a Wednesday with hardly nothing to now they packed it out.
It's good, yeah.
First show had 5 people.
Dude, no, I don't memorize anything. I have to.
Because things can change, man, between shows.
I normally go up to Quest and I'm like, hey, bro, listen, it's 2:30 and Charlotte, right? And he goes, yeah, dumbass. And then I'll be like, what's the moniker again? I know it's Reaper of the Ring. What's the other one?
Reaper.
He goes, Mr. OMG. I'm like, okay, thanks. And that's not bullshit. That's not bullshit. I'm not lying here. There are certain ones that I know, but that's because I've been around them for 5 years. Like, and that's few people at XWW. It's not many people. No, I don't memorize shit. I can't memorize anything. I'm lucky I can tell you my ABCs. Okay.
Favorite panda weapon.
Favorite panda weapon.
Oh God.
Bamboo.
Right.
You know,
That
that's
might be the shopping cart now.
Yeah.
Oh, the shopping cart was hilarious.
He chews on that bamboo, but he hadn't used bamboo yet.
I don't know where you went in Southeast Asia to find him, Quest. That's one crazy little
Deep.
bastard.
I went deep.
I don't
I had
know.
to fight mosquitoes and everything else.
You know what? For some reason, I want to say that I just had a bunch of bamboo delivered to the house, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I am not sure why. Amazon just dropped. No, fucking put it on receive, dickhead. Listen to me. Amazon just dropped this off, and I don't know why. I couldn't figure it out why. They sent me a part for my printer here. This one, the one on the bottom, because I needed to print out some legal documentation. So I bought a new printer while I waited on that part. But then all of a sudden, the truck backed up again and was just like, and they shoved a huge bag of shit out, and I didn't know what it was, and my kids were all excited. So they went out there and opened it, and they're like, Dad, why'd they deliver bamboo? I'm like, fuck if I know. What does that have to? I don't know why they have bamboo here. So apparently, I have a boatload of bamboo at the house.
That's crazy.
It's
weird.
What's the size of it?
Well, it ranges from about a dime up to about an inch round, inch and a half round. Yeah. It looks like it'd be a good snack. I think I'm gonna have to deliver it to the panda.
Yeah, you might give him some fuel for Friday. He's got that ladder match against Tom's Xtreme. Whew.
Yeah.
And Panda is offering you his friendship. He might be trying to move in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. What isn't it time for him to hibernate? It's about that time, right?
About that time.
I'm not that far south though, guys. I'm not that far south. Oh no, that's birds and shit that go south for the winter. My bad. He just goes into a fucking cave or something. Well, there's caves here. I live in the mountains, like in the foothills. So
He does.
I guess that would
He
work.
does.
Yeah.
Well, Dav's
He
got the
wants
tequila.
he
He's
wants
probably
to
going to
snuggle in
Dav's
your
house.
man cave.
Do
He's
what?
probably going to Dav's house. Dav's got the tequila.
Yeah, he's probably going to David's house. But see, he's got to go further north for that. It's colder that way.
True.
I don't know. That's Virginia and shit. I don't recommend anybody going to Virginia or Maryland. Like,
It's all right.
you need to get your shots and shit before you go. And I don't mean COVID. I mean something real, like
Rabies.
rabies and penicillin.
Oh, look, we
like that.
lost him. We lost him.
Man,
I
he
think
should
he was
say
done.
this show sucks on the wire. While
He's here.
Oh my god. He knew Little Panda would need it for Friday night. Right. I don't know. I think one of my kids, dude, I really think one of the girls ordered the fucking bamboo to feed the panda. I am dead serious. I've been looking on my Amazon account and it's there, but I couldn't figure out which bank it was. As long as it's not one of my main banks, I don't care. If it's one of the stupid ones that, has the other person on them, I really don't care about that money. That doesn't matter. But if it's mine, I care. If it's my account, my money, of course I care. That's how things are done. Anyway, see here. Bamboo deathmatch. Instead of light tubes, it's surrounded by bamboo. I love this idea.
That's a great idea,
love this idea.
actually.
I honestly thought that Little Panda was going to make like a flak jacket or like a suit out of the bamboo. That would be nuts. Thomas Xtreme goes for like the Goldberg spear, and instead of Bret Hart pulling up the shirt and it's a metal plate, Little Panda pulls up the shirt and it's bamboo. Perfect. That's how we do it. Hibernation is his excuse for when he's injured. There you go. Panda will get mounted on a wall stepping into Virginia. Yes, that's a problem. Wait a minute. Well, Virginia's not worse than North Carolina when it comes to hunting. I promise that. Panda should be a part of Money Enterprises. No, that doesn't make any logical sense. No logical sense.
Money Enterprise don't make any sense though if you think about it.
Money.
This is to favorite Manny in-ring tantrum. That's a good award.
Right.
That's a good one. I like that one. Anyway, you know what? We have broke that hour and 15-minute barrier. What we're going to do right here, right now, we are going to go ahead and knock out our predictions for this. Man, I'm kind of ready. I'm kind of not. Open challenge. We can't really throw a prediction in because it depends on who shows up. I mentioned earlier, this kid's got a lot of vigor. He's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of courage. He's got a lot of guts. He's even arrogant, but you know what he's not? He does not have a big ego on him. So I'm going to have to go with Bash.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you about that kid Bash. Like he's got talent. He's got the passion, but the thing is, he's kind of a loose cannon. I think that's the only thing that's holding him back from actually making that step forward. The kid's phenomenal. I mean, he is really phenomenal, but he's a loose cannon. You just don't know if he's gonna hit you with his car or fist.
Yeah, I like it. Another suggestion that does not pertain to this. Panda needs a scooter to come out with Quest motorcycle entrance.
That would be nice.
Yep. And yes, Tommy, you way jumped the shark. Bash, you feel like it's going to be a surprise big name. Okay. And the better man will best whoever. Okay, so I got Bash Caliban winning this. Estacado, what you got? You go mystery guest or mystery opponent? Or
Bash? No, Bash will win.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say that we're going to be talking about who the mystery guest. That would be the prediction. Hey, let's who's the mystery guest?
No, I don't. So I don't want to do that, and there is a reason why. I have a very, very sneaking suspicion as to who it is, and it has to do with social media, and it has to do with the way my brain notices shit. So I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to leave that one alone, please.
Okay. All right.
Because I'd be mad at me if I guessed right again, and it like, oh, you're a nutsack because you spoiled it. Well, I didn't fucking spoil it intentionally because it's not like I fucking know. I really don't. I show up and get cards handed to me. I have no fucking clue other than who's on these pictures, who's going to be there. And even then, you hope those people that are on the pictures show up. That's another big deal. That's
true. Okay, yeah. Cards something to change, though. You know what they say,
right? But that's where I'm at with that one. AJ Myers, Luke Fury. This right here. Luke Fury's got the upper hand because of the Nux. AJ Myers got the upper hand in experience, but he ain't got upper hand experience with the Nux. That's all Fury. So in my opinion, I gotta go with
I'm
Fury.
going to go with Myers. He's a wild
Okay.
card. He has the ups. You know what I mean?
Oh, they both
Eh,
got they both got that vertical go.
I mean, yeah, but AJ's more known for that. So I'm going to skip AJ. My
Okay.
money's on AJ.
You
I didn't like the smile laugh that Quest made there.
Listen. Being in this, I can tell you right now. If I had to make a choice, I would pick the young legend. Because that man is he's intense. You know, I don't think AJ has a mean, angry bone in his body, and I think Luke Fury is set to break every bone in AJ's body. So I'm having to lean toward Luke Fury on that one. You know,
I like it, man.
Sometimes your talent is not enough to get you over when you got somebody that's really trying to hurt you.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. I got to go with Fury, man. These are all out of order, by the way. I have no idea what order the matches are happening in. Little Panda, Thomas Xtreme, a ladder match for the hardcore title.
You have a bunch of bamboo at your house, and somehow I feel like that's going to get involved. I'll say Little Panda.
Oh, you're gonna go with Little Panda? Okay. Little Panda just got this title back from Xtreme, who he lost it to. So it's kind of a neat little circle we're running around in here with these two guys. And in a ladder match, I believe Panda has the experience nod in ladder matches in XWW, and may I go even further, in Lenny Boy, Little Panda has more experience in ladder matches than Thomas Xtreme. So I'm gonna have to lead to Little Panda in this as well.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. that hardcore title is like an extension of Thomas Xtreme. Like he is an extreme cat. Like I've been in the ring with him, and like he there's no limit to what he won't do. And I think Panda has become like that sword, you know, it's like a sore thumb, you know, it's like you want to cut it off, but you need it. I think Thomas needs Panda, you know, because it's either the title or Panda. So I don't know. I'm leaning toward Thomas because he is now obsessed with that title and the Panda.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is he going to let his overall obsession with Panda override his desire to win the title? Because it's not just about beating his ass into the mat or beating his fur into the mat or matting his fur with a beating. It's about climbing that ladder and achieving that. I thank you. I know.
That's good.
Don't
that was
worry.
good. I'll give you that one.
I know.
It was a very bearable joke.
It was.
Thank you.
There's not a lot of people who could handle me on that polar level.
Yeah, it's very black and white.
Yep.
Are we done? Guys?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're done. We're done.
Okay. Yes, Quest, we're done. This joke has just gotten grisly. I swear to Christ.
You should have waited when he took the sip. That's what I was waiting
Oh,
for.
dude, yeah, he probably would have. Well, the problem is, I don't need him spewing all over his screen. I got in trouble for somebody else doing that
Yeah.
a long time ago, but it wasn't tea. Anyway, so listen. No, another story, another time. Not here. That's a whole different type of extreme. Okay. The predictions are going crazy. I'm just saying, I can't see Thomas's infatuation with Panda and his desire to be champion. I can't see him moving Panda out of his focus long enough to get there. That's my thing. Just want to go to Twin Peaks. He said, "Hurry up."
Hurry up.
Oh my God.
All right. What's
Oh,
the next
dude.
matchup?
All right, hold on. AJ Myers is scared of Luke Fury.
Luke Fury.
Thomas Scott is scared of Luke Fury. You ready to get hit with the brass knuckles? We need a third host on the wire. This is way better this way and hilarious. Dude, all right, certain people we could just have fun with, and Quest is one of those people because he understands how my brain is fucking wired. He has watched me watch something and dissect it. He's like, that motherfucker's stupid. But he's like, I understand him, but he's nuts. I've seen him do it. I heard him say it. He was fucking right there when I said it, and then he said it, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. You're scared of me and AJ. That's why you're called for this match. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good God.
Okay.
The next matchup we got. This one is killing me. Absolutely killing me. Heath Slater, James Johnson. Those two guys have got experience galore. Are we? Do we give the experience edge in Heath Slater? Do we give the experience edge in James Johnson? If you give the experience edge to Heath Slater, does Mila Johnson's experience over Emily J outweigh it? And are we back on even keel here? I believe
I'm going to have to give the experience here to Mila. Especially with her current evolution to how just more ruthless she has become. Look, the Johnson family has just been on a roll lately, and just like he's the dangerous zaddy, as some of the folks have been calling the younger kids here watching. And Mila has just been on a mean streak. They don't call her Mean Mila for nothing. But yeah, I just the experience side, I'm gonna have to give that to Mila. What becomes harder is the experience between Heath and Papa Johnson. That's
exactly what I just said, reworded.
No, I actually gave my prediction that Mila has the more experience here. And I was going to get to my point, but I feel like at this point that the Johnson family is going to take the W on this one.
Okay.
That's a wild card to me too. Simply because as of this year alone, Heath is no stranger. He's basically at home here, just like anybody else. Basically, all four competitors in this match have been here numerous of times to call this home. So when we're talking experience, I could see Mila actually edging out on that because she's under the wing of the daddy-daughter thing. James is one hell of a wrestler. Like when I was commissioner and bringing him in, I was able to look at some of his matches, and now to just be, backstage and see him, like he is so talented. I think it's going to be a banger either way, but I think that advantage does go to the former daddy-daughter.
So here's my take on this. Experience-wise, the side of the Johnson family, no doubt about it. However, we have seen Emily team up with somebody else, winning 2-on-3 in a handicap match. And it was Cam Jackson and Emily J against, wasn't it James Johnson and Mila Johnson and Drew freaking Hood? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with, I've got to go with the stunner. I've got to go with Emily J. I've got to go with Heath Slater. The one man and one woman band. Okay. I've got to go with them on this.
That's valid.
Thank you. See, once my explanation is there, it makes sense. I might have to go around my ass to get to my elbow to make a point, but I still make a point. Let's see here. Made the wire joke right there. I made a wiring joke. Tommy, you're grounded. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Lamanda. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
We try.
Mila and James are going to get the upset. Okay. Can't pick a winner. Happy to have women on the card for a Lenny Boy show. Hell yes. Agreed. Best episode of The Wire. I'm dying. Oh my God. We have 3 more weeks of this.
You're
no,
welcome.
we don't have 3 more this week. No. Next week you get 3. This week you get this one and Thursday. Next week you get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Thursday's going to be fucked up because it's the regular show plus some special shit that I can't even tell you about yet. At work, but I'm here. What's up, Strav? When you got podcasters from PA tuning in to us because we're talking about shows that we're doing down here, it's like, you're doing something right. Cam Jackson, you mean Cam Jackson's going to pin Quest to become the XWW World Champion? Wow. Tommy with a bold prediction for the main event. We're not even there yet.
Okay. Wow.
Jordan Holt and Rhett Titus. I got to say this. I'm going to put my prediction out first because if I don't, I feel like somebody else is really going to fuck it up, David, and steal my thunder, David. So
Rhett.
I'm going to say that Jordan Holt has been on an incredible run. He has wrestled some of the best talent in professional wrestling today, bar none. I don't believe that he is ready for what technical prowess is possessed by Rhett Titus. So therefore, I think Rhett Titus is going to be of an odd winner here. I really do believe that Rhett Titus is going to defeat Jordan Holt. Jordan Holt's been on a hell of a tear, beating Richard Holiday, all these TV caliber wrestlers, TV wrestlers, national television wrestlers, worldwide traveled wrestlers. I still say Rhett Titus is going to take this one.
Do not discredit Jordan Holt at all.
I didn't.
If you have not been noticing,
did I not?
Holt,
did I not just say? Hold on. Did I not just say that he has beaten?
For you not to even pick Jordan Holt and say anything, everything that you said was a backhanded compliment. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something.
How in the fuck was it a backhanded compliment when I said that this dude beat TV stars?
If you haven't been watching or paying attention, Jordan Holt gets better every single match. And he steps it up to whoever his opponent is. He is like the chameleon of wrestling. Like he's gonna turn it up a notch. And like I say, do I have a prediction? No, but I can tell you what, banger.
I want to tell you this. About 3 years ago, I walked into a company in Marion, North Carolina, High Velocity Wrestling. Okay. First time I'd ever laid eyes on Jordan Holt. I was there doing, I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. I was there doing something. I don't recall. I know I was on the payroll and I know I worked that night, but that's all I remember.
I'm going to tell you a story, but I don't remember the details. Ron.
After I saw Jordan Holt for the first time in the ring, the show went to intermission. I think I was running camera, doing video film shit. I walked to Jordan and said, "You are a motherfucking star, and do not let anyone ever tell you otherwise." That was the first time I've ever seen you, and I am damn impressed. I love it. That's fucking day one. I just said that I watched him beat television star, national television star, and worldwide television star in person. I've seen him doing this. I don't know that he is ready for what experience and prowess Rhett Titus has. Rhett Titus, in my estimation, is a far superior wrestler than a Richard Holiday. I believe he is far superior than Richard. Rhett Titus, to me, is a wrestler's wrestler. I am talking about somebody that can stretch you in ways that will make you come and scream in pain at the same fucking time. Okay? That dude is dangerous as shit.
He is, and that's one thing that you're not taking into consideration, Ron. And I agree with Ron. Ugh, got the shit was just saying that. I agree with Ron on this one. That Rhett Titus is going to take it away. That's one thing about Rhett. His demeanor is he comes like a really down to earth, a really cool guy. But once he gets in that ring, it's like a switch hits, and he is a technical machine in there. He could, and that's one thing that I know that he's gonna have an issue dealing with. Yes, does he have the capacity to push Rhett Titus to the limit?
Can he beat
Absolutely.
Rhett? Of course. Anybody's shoulders can go down for 1, 2, 3. Anybody can get counted out, even though that would be a dick move by a ref. I would probably throw the microphone at the referee at that point. and anybody can tap out. Anybody can get choked out. Anybody can get knocked out. This is professional wrestling. These are things that can all happen logically. However, I am just saying that if I had to throw a prediction out there, Rhett Titus beats Jordan Holt is my prediction.
My prediction is that, and the reason why is that Rhett Titus has, I feel, a bigger tool set and a bigger book full of just random tools he could pull out. Jordan Holt, yes, he has the stamina, he has the speed, he has the tenacity, he has the charisma, but I don't think he's up at that caliber that he has something hidden in there that Rhett Titus is going to have something that he probably hasn't seen before yet. I mean, that's a big tool set.
You guys need to watch and pay more attention to Jordan Holt.
I watch Jordan Holt every single week, and I have seen Jordan Holt at.
It's going to be a great matchup. Think about it this way: you have somebody who has amazing speed and stamina in there. Rhett Titus is going to have to catch the kid, but once he catches the kid, he's in trouble.
He get the
and that's what I want to see. I want to see what can Jordan Holt do to try to outmaneuver Rhett and stay out of that range. It's going to be a footsies game. We in the fighting game community call that the footsies game. He's going to have to stay out of that range. And it's going to be an awesome match just because of that.
Listen, I don't know which fight community you in, but I don't play no footsies. That's just...
he puts weird ass names on shit.
Right, so footsies means is like you're pretty much stepping in and out of their range.
Jordan Holt I don't even want to know. Nope, Jordan Holt, he's on a roll. That's the show stealer of the night from Tommy. Jordan Holt can face anyone, anywhere on an XWW card. Match of the night, good majority of the time. That's how good he is. Oh, I agree. What did Jordan say after you said that, Ron? Jordan said something? Where did Jordan say anything? I don't think Jordan's tuned in yet, or tuned in. If he did, okay, my bad. Anyway, he's been on Ring of Honor. He's been on Impact. He's had that TV set. Exactly. That's my point.
Listen, just because more people have seen him, that doesn't make his toolbox better.
The veteran makes his toolbox better. He's seen every type of competitor. He's gone up against every type of competitor, and he's beaten every type of competitor. I have to give the edge to Rhett in this matchup because even though he's long in the tooth in comparison to Holt, Rhett can still go. Rhett can still run.
I know. I work with the guy.
What? Long in the tooth in comparison to Holt? That's a viable statement.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you shaking your head and looking at me like I'm fucking dumb?
Because I really feel that you're age shaming people now.
No. I was talking longevity of career. I was talking about career.
I wonder how long my teeth are.
I don't know. How long have you been wrestling? 1906. I mean,
how long you been out of high school?
21 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You've been wrestling longer than I've been out of high school? Oh, there you go. I mean, Jesus, there you go.
Long teeth. I don't know. So.
The best brother, Scott Larson. Appreciate you, man. Be sure you're checking out Scott Larson. Whatever content he's dropping some type of content. He's gonna piss somebody off. It's gonna be fucking hilarious, and I'm gonna laugh at people getting mad at Scott Larson. That's literally what I do with people getting pissy over Scott. It's fucking hilarious to me now. I actually, seriously, every time he posts something on Facebook, I start a Vegas poll. I want to know how long it's going to be before somebody bitches. And then I do 3-to-1 odds on if they bitch to me. It's fucking hilarious. It works. Jordan has something to prove. He's beaten Richard Holiday, same level as Rhett, and can Jordan prove he can wrestle the best of the best. I agree that he can go that. But you saying that Richard Holiday is on the same level as Rhett Titus, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Holiday's fantastic. He really is. He is not on the level of Rhett Titus. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Let's move on before we never get out of here tonight. The Zenith Whiskey Business, Ian Maxwell and Yaya. Tag team titles, triple threat. What manner of triple threat is this? Is this going to be 2 competitors in the ring? Is it going to be 3? At 1, 2, 3? What are we doing here? How is this one going to shake out?
Pandemonium all over the place. It's going to end up in the fans, at the bar. That's where it's going to end up.
Well, in triple threat rules, there's no disqualification. There is no count out. So it could be straight up tornado tag rules. This shit could look like Reservoir Dogs by the time we're done, buddy. Mr. Pink over here, Mr. Purple over there, Mr. Brown over there, Mr. White over here, Mr. Black over there. Yeah, that's right. I remember the movie. It was great. We could end up with a mess on our hands. There could be beer, blood, guts, and whiskey.
Could end up. It's guaranteed going to be a mess. It's going to be all over the place. That's my prediction. It's going to end up in the bar, in the fans. The fans are going to love this one. It's going to be a brawl, a fight, but in the end, I'm going to say Whiskey Business retains.
Really?
Yeah. And that's saying because I know the Zenith. They are. I
entirely expected you to predict the Zenith. I really did.
I was there, but I mean, this is at a bar. Come on, this is their home area. Brawl. They're ready to go. You know what I mean?
Last time we saw Zenith at Lenny Boy, they broke a bottle over somebody's head. So
I'm not surprised.
You know, they're taking that extra length. Now you're looking at Ian Maxwell and Yaya. Listen, Yaya is he is one athletic big man, you know, and then you have the speed of Ian Maxwell. I think they're the X factor in this whole thing. But when it comes down to it, I'm probably gonna have to go with Whiskey Business as well, because simply put, Whiskey, they just like to fight. They just like to fight. And the more you give it to them, the more they're gonna give back. So
yeah. Man, look, another thing to throw in there is Yaya and Ian, they know each other very well.
Yeah.
And
they are the wild card in this one.
Well, there's a secondary part of this that makes my head hurt, and that's the briefcase that Ian Maxwell is carrying around from Money Enterprises. Isn't that how? Is that how we ended up here?
Listen,
okay.
Don't look too far into that, you know.
Okay.
Manny has thrown money around before, and people just take the money and then turn them down.
Okay.
It's you know, he likes to pay for the vacation. I mean, I take the briefcase and go vacationing too. I mean, hell, I took his car. It was one hell of a vet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the new vet too.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to say the Zenith, because I feel like they have something to prove here in front of this audience. Maxwell and Yaya, Yeah, they got history. They've done this before. They are both fantastic competitors. I don't know as much about Yaya, but I do know about Ian Maxwell, and Ian Maxwell is simply one of the best to watch. Period. Um, in the ring, there's no doubt about it. In my opinion. Now, I'm going with the Zenith because I believe that the wild card speed of Yaya and Maxwell is going to throw off Whiskey Business, your current champs, and you will see the Zenith capitalize on that. That's just me. Ben Grayson knows what he's doing. Oh, Uncle Benny on their end. He knows
good
what
Uncle
he's
Benny.
doing. So I'm saying Uncle Benny's done planted that seed saying, hey, look, wait for these two morons to fight with these two morons.
Yeah,
And then you
that sounds
smack
like
those
Benny.
morons.
That sounds
And
like
then
Benny.
you pin, and then we go eat at someplace decent before we go back to shit town where we're from. That's exactly what Benny says. That's so.
Yeah,
That's it, man.
that's Bennyisms.
Yep.
Your Bennyisms of the day.
Scott Larson said, "Me piss people off? Never. Yeah, of course not." Zenith through champs think Money Inc. will distract Ian. Okay. Ian, them, yep, they've known each other for years. The Moochie's tag went all over the parking lot before the bell rang. Yeah, it was insane. The bell rang. Reservoir Dogs is a great movie. Yeah, I know. And yes, I have seen it multiple times. Whiskey Business. Scott Larson with a prediction here. Zenith come back rivalry with Whiskey Business. Oh, well, there you go. He's predicting Zenith as well. Show the newcomers they're still well. There you go. There's a lot to it. David, I watch out for the repercussions of that prediction. You've got J.R. Miller's moves, TDD's temper, and Benny's nastiness. Just saying. Ooh, the redheaded witch was smart with that one, sir. Oh, don't look over at her. Do not look over at her.
So you're saying that Zenith are going to win? Is that what you're saying, hon? She says she predicts.
Well, that's because she's fucking
the
smarter
side
than
prediction
you.
over here.
That's because she's smarter than you are, and listen to me. I'm waiting for her to laugh.
She did.
Because I know I'm going to hear it.
She's over there.
Yep, there it is. I was waiting to hear her laugh. That's all. Now I can move on to the main event. The main event of the evening, Quest, Psycho Boy Fighter, and Cam Jackson. Oh, hey, Quest, you want to throw a prediction in here?
Prediction?
Well, look at that. David is smart with his predictions, though. Huh. Respect. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
My prediction is going to be a whole lot of pain.
You're predicting a whole lot of pain. Okay. Well, David, talking and new? You talking and still? Which way are you leaning?
And there's a special band out there that I listen every now and then, and it's the name of a tribe. I just can't remember. Yeah, it's a tribe called Quest.
Oh,
and my prediction is going to be that we're going to be listening and hearing a lot of Tribe Called Quest because Quest is going to win this one. I have a feeling. It just the conversation today, you could hear the passion, you could hear that he's focused. I mean, what better position to be in to scout your talent, scout your future opponents than being there to be able to watch. I mean, he's been doing commentating. He's been behind the scenes. I think he has some tricks up his sleeve, and I think the Reaper is ready for a comeback to put some prestige and respect to the XWW championship. So I predict that Quest is going to walk away with the title.
Brian Scott, you say that Fodder is bringing Angelina like you know something I don't. Because I don't even know that Angelina's going to be their partner. I didn't see her on the flyer. I didn't see her on the poster. I didn't see her on anything.
I mean, well, hold on.
Rebuttal.
Rebuttal. You see my face on the posters. BC Lorenzo still comes there.
Well, hold on. Okay, hold on. I have not seen Lorenzo make an impact in your matches
Yet.
yet. Still, I haven't. So listen, I'm just saying. I don't know if Angelina's going to be there.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Oh, you took it from me, Brian. But yeah.
Can Cam Jackson get out of his head enough because he's been listening to all these people for all these years to take advantage of either opponent and pin either Quest or Fodder? Can Quest really fulfill that comeback story's destiny? Can he complete the quest of capturing XWW heavyweight title again after, being gone? Can Fodder win without Angelina? It's a triple threat match. There's no disqualification. There is no countout. A lot of this is going to have referees' discretion. I have a feeling that this is going to, if you really wanted me to throw something out there, I really think that there's going to be a lot of broken shit at this matchup. Because all three of these guys want it. And I can't for the life of me pick somebody. I have thought about it since I saw the poster. I have thought about it since Quest and Cam were in the ring with Money Mac, and he mentioned it and said what was going to happen. And I can't for the life of me, really. I can't see it. I can't zone in on it. I can't pick it up.
I'm going to say this and be done with it. To Psycho Boy Fodder, if it's really psycho love, my suggestion is that he keeps Angelina far away from danger. He needs to keep her away from danger because that's exactly what this is about to be, dangerous. Now, Cam Jackson, again, utmost respect, love him. Best wrestler I've laid eyes on. But I want him to bring everything. Don't be distracted. Bring everything. Because one thing I'm bringing everything that I have. You don't understand how important this is to me. The fact is, I'm going to give you a little history lesson real quick. All right. In the 20 plus years of XWW, we have had many people touch that title and become champion. However, never in XWW history has there been a two-time champion. I'm looking to set history. I've got a goal. I'm focused. I am so focused.
There's never been a two-time champion. This company has been around for 24 years.
Let me even tell you this. Not only has there never been a two-time champion, every champion we had has been a one and done. They've won the belt, they lose the belt, and then they're gone. Hadn't seen Fulton whenever. Kerry Morton, whenever. LeBron Cozone, wherever. I can go on down the whole list of our champions. Sweet Dreams, JD Drake, like Danny Diesel from way back. None of these guys are around now. But there's one guy who's been here, has always been here. I'm looking to make history, guys.
Wow.
So Cam, I want him to bring it all because that's a huge Huge obstacle in my way. It's gonna be a good one.
You damn right it's going to be a good one.
I got chills. Did you get chills? I got the bumpies. Oof. The goose pimples.
There's
nothing much to say, Ron. That was it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was everything. Tommy, that comment.
Kerry Morton. What?
I'm just deleting that comment. That comment sucked so bad. I have never had to delete a comment before. That was awful. Yep, that's here. Quest said it. The show is over. You guys got that right. The show is over. I got chills. They're multiplying. Jesus Christ, Tommy. Somebody, John Travolta, this kid. Folks, you've heard it all. Quest has been here for well over an hour. We have gone through everything we can talking about this night, coming up this Saturday night. So, we're coming up this Friday night. I apologize. Friday night. Lenny Boy Brewing, 6:30. The doors open. Charlotte, North Carolina. Was it South Tryon Street, East Tryon Street? It's Tryon Street. South Tryon Street.
South Tryon.
Hey, look, I will never
He's
remember.
trying. He's trying.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
Guys.
I'm just a little bipolar with my directions sometimes. It's okay. Either way, we are going to have one hell of a show this weekend. I can't wait for Friday. I've been looking forward to Friday I had already been looking forward to Tidal Wave anyway, because I knew that there was some serious stuff planned. I didn't know what was coming down the pipeline yet, but now looking at this card, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a blast. So I am ready for this. I hope you all are too. Quest, thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Manny Mac, yes, this show sucks, but you pay for it, so fuck you. And
I mean,
I don't have anything else other to say, but you pay for it. Fuck you. Thanks for the money.
Well, on that note, good night, everybody.
Yeah. So
thank you for coming,
guys. We'll see you right back here Thursday night, 8 p.m. The Wrestling Wire. We will see you Friday live at Lenny Boy Brewing for XWW Tidal Wave 2024. And if we don't see you at them, you know where we will see you? We'll see you at the Indies.